I've watched people allow a failure in their life, then produce fear in them. And let me tell you this, you have to be able to have enough spiritual discernment to realize when something is an emotion and when something is a spirit. Fear is not just an emotion, fear is a spirit. The Bible says that God has not given us the spirit of fear. When a person has a spirit of fear, they're scared of everything. They're scared of the dark. They're scared to be alone. They're scared to, they're scared of water. They're scared of open spaces. They're scared of heights. They're scared of everything. They just have unreasonable, ungrounded fears in their life. You got to recognize when you're scared of everything, scared to go someplace and scared to speak up and scared to do this, that's a spirit of fear. God has not given us that, because that spirit of fear will paralyze your life. It'll stop your movement, and you're designed to keep it moving. So you got to be able to recognize when a spirit of fear has stopped a person in their tracks because somebody died, and now they're wondering, how can I go on because I'm lost now. They graduate from school and now they get out in the real world and they don't know what to do because a spirit of fear has gripped them. They're in a new city, they're in a new environment, they move to a new neighborhood, they go to a new school, and now the spirit of fear has made them afraid to open up and build relationship with someone. Because you got rejected in one relationship, now you're afraid to open your heart and let somebody else really get close to you because of a spirit of fear. Spirit of fear. You got to recognize when a spirit is controlling and limiting your life. To say, I refuse to live this way, that God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind with good judgment. Because fear distorts your judgment. So you have to be able to keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving.
I took off my winter hat to reveal my mess of patchy, thin hair. As the wig shop owner looked through my scalp, he told me that I may have alopecia, and that it's perfectly normal, and lots of his clients who have it wear wigs and feel good about themselves. Then he showed me the most beautiful wig you could ever imagine. So I bought it. The very next day, I felt like a fraud, like I was hiding a dirty little secret. And because of this wig, I can't shower at the gym or go swimming or even ride a freaking roller coaster. And within a few weeks, the truth became clear. I am not allowed to be me. I mean, to not be allowed to be is like not being allowed to see. Blinded by the burden of expectations placed on me, I disappeared beneath this wig, a physical embodiment of social, societal, and family pressures. Should and shame, they're the same. And this wig represents shame, unworthiness, other people's thoughts implanted into my mind. I hate this. It feels like the pressure cooker inside me is about to go off. My insides are screaming. What if I shave it all off? So I went for it and f***ing shaved my head. Hundreds of messages and phone calls flooded in. People telling me how brave I am. Ladies came up to me on the streets and picked up their wigs, just a little bit, for me to see sparse strands of their hair. But you know what? I felt terrible. Shaving my head was supposed to finally allow me to be myself. But I literally couldn't recognize my own shadow. Once again, avoiding mirrors. I became she. Who is she? I was forced to examine all of me with a bald head. Do I look feminine? Am I Indian? Am I even attractive? Do I fit in? Because I sure as hell feel like I stand out. You know, it's as if I had this cup of who I was, and it was full to the brim of other people's ideas. When I shaved my head, I went like this, and now I have this empty cup, and I don't know what to do with it. But it wasn't until November 21st, 2018, that I truly saw myself for the very first time. And in of all places, it was during 6 hours of video meetings, where I couldn't help but notice her in that tiny little video chat box. She looked gentle, yet fierce. That bald chick? She's me. I am her. For the first time in my life, it felt like my insides and outsides were in alignment. I look like how I feel, and I feel like me. I decided that every seemingly opposing version of myself could truly coexist. My Indian roots, my Canadian upbringing, my femininity and my fierceness, my love for hip-hop and my vintage teacup collection. There is no box to fill, no cup to fill, and no should to hold us down.
I don't know if that is exactly what he said. But what I heard was, you might as well go ahead right now and give up hope. Give up hope on the idea you'll ever come out of this chair. But the problem was, I bought into his words. My vision darkened. And to make matters a little more difficult for my parents, and if I learned anything from that no matter how difficult life is for you, in that moment, you can always change your way of thinking. And that's when I made the profound decision that I was willing to fail, but I was unwilling to quit, while knowing that nothing worth achieving ever comes too easy. But to succeed, that takes grit. But what is grit? Grit, my friends, is your passion to persevere. Grit is what keeps you off the sidelines and back in the game of life. Well, there's something I learned in my life so many years ago, and I know it to be the truth. Don't ever let someone else's beliefs paralyze you from achieving those things you believe in your mind that you just might be able to achieve. If you are looking to thrive, to beat the odds, and achieve extraordinary results in your own lives, don't give up too soon.
Life moves through a myriad of cycles, I would call it. And not in any particular order here, but we go through a cycle of losses. Please understand that whenever God brings change into your life, into your world, all change involves loss. And sometimes you have to lose what you think is the real thing so you can find the right thing.